Hey friends, welcome back to Mermaid Rising Tarot, and I am Mermaid Becca, joining you today with a hashtag of Top 10 Tarot 22, a VR to Lisa Papez. And I gotta tell you, this is kind of hard to choose my top 10 of 22. It was a year of collecting a few more decks than I thought I was going to. So let's get into it. This is one of my favorite tarot decks that I got of 2022 that I have used probably the most is the Tarot de la Nuit, and it is a by Scorpio, and it is a Alexandra V. Bach, Carol Ann Eskenazi. Anyway, it is a fantasy type of artwork. I love this. I love this type of artwork. It comes with a great little guidebook, pretty good size, chunky, and the backs are quite beautiful. It is a bluish purple with black and kind of like a gray moons on the back. They're really pretty. They're kind of glossy, but I just love the imagery, was really drawn to it, and I've had some really great readings with it. So, I just feel like this really speaks to my Scorpio rising and Scorpio moon heart. And there's so much depth and emotion and a lot to pull from when I do my readings. And I've just had the most beautiful readings all of 2022 with this, and I probably will continue using this one into 2023. They're just... I feel like they're strong characters. There's a lot you can... different ways of viewing the Ten of Swords. Just keeping your head above water. And there's the card that came with it. The Eight of Cups. Anyway, it is beautiful artwork. And it was just something I really love this type of imagery. It's got mermaids, of course. So that is one of my tarot decks. This one came into my collection when I think they had a sale recently, not too long ago. It was the Sufi Tarot, Aida Hassan. And this is a Hay House deck. It is gorgeous. There's a beautiful little guidebook here. And I know quite a few people have gotten this and shown it off already. The backs are beautiful. Some of the words are changed out a little bit for the Fool here. And I haven't gotten to work with this one as much because I keep pulling from my Tarot de la Nuit. But I do so love the imagery here as well. And I want to get learn a little bit more about this deck and how it reads and the different things, different aspects it offers to the tarot. I mean, it's just gorgeous. I'm just drawn to really beautiful decks in general. And yes, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and I just really love this deck. So there's that one. And I will have links to all of these down below. This is, now I don't have very many of these at all by Radley Valentine, but I do love fairies. They do bring that magic and that sparkle that uplift me, and I just love it. So this is the Radley Valentine, illustrations by Howard David Johnson, and it is the Fairy Tarot cards. This is another Hay House deck. I think they must have had like a 50% off sale or something, and that's why I got what I got. but it has a little book here. And I love that this is, works with the seasons. So this is the only deck I have that specifically works with the seasons, and that's kind of why I got this as well. And I love that they give you a little bit of a little paraphrase down here to read from. It's your strength. So you know it's the springtime, summer. There's our hermit. They're just fun. This is so cute. Winter. And there's different spreads that you can do for the seasons. And working with the Wheel of the Year. I am a gardener, and so I love sprites and fairies. So that was one that I treasured getting this year. I did have an injury to my hand recently, so it's taking me some time to try and get back to shuffling and things like that. And she was sold out of her regular size deck, so I ended up opting to get the mini Tiny Traveler Sasuraibito Tarot. This is Stasia, and I know it starts with a B. It's like Bennington or Barrington. Really tiny to read that. Here it is on the side. Stasia Burrington. She's on Etsy. I'll provide her link. And so she had the mini Traveler, which is actually a really great size. Because I like I said, I injured my hand, and I was looking for a few more smaller decks to kind of add to my collection, or maybe do some spreads where I could fit them all on here. And I love this imagery. I love kind of like this anime simple artwork that is straight to the point. It's almost childlike, you know, because it's very youthful. This deck is very youthful. All of the imagery and characters in it are very youthful. And here's the Hermit. Love that. Look at the Fool. So this is a great fun deck. I love this one. Here's the Six of Swords. Another one just holding your head. You're just barely keeping your head above water. And the color palette is like a watercolor. It's very soft. It's very, like, I don't know. I think this is a very loving deck as far as the imagery and the colors. So this was another favorite that I got in 2022. And I may not have unboxings of all of these yet, but I probably will have them up later if I don't have them on there right now. This was on sale, I think, with US Games. Yes, US Game Systems had like 25% off, and I was like so excited that this was on sale with it. So it was just past the release date, and this is a gorgeous deck. It actually comes with a hard-covered book, and you've got the colored I wish more people did this, put the colored images, even if it was a little book. So, and I've been reading through it, and some of the takes on the cards are a little bit different than my first impression. And they are a linen cardstock, and they have these beautiful backs. They just slide really, really easily. And they've got the gold foil. This deck is just absolutely gorgeous. Again, the color palette is a little bit more neutral, so you can tell it's mostly like sketching and a little bit of color. Like we've got the green. Not everything is colored all in. There's a little bit of green and white and black, so it's kind of a limited color palette, which I don't have too many decks like that. I I kind of wish it was a little bit more red for the wands, but like you've got blue for the cups. I know this is considered possibly more for like, the artist is a queer artist, and so people were talking about it being for binary, queer, gay people, and just, you know, different identifying with different genders. But I don't think you have to buy this deck just for that, because the artwork is stunning and it's not so obvious that you'd be like, well, this is, I feel like anybody could purchase this deck and you would get something from it. Let me see, what was the other color? There's the pentacles with like a more orangey orange. And there was the World card. I love the Fool card. I love that it's vintage looking. It's a vintage look to the color of the backs. It's a vintage style to all of the artwork. I feel I just like, it's a different era, and it's something that really I was really drawn to. So we have some swapping of the bits. A different strength card with it's like more like looks like a wolf to me. The Hermit as a lady versus it being a male. And I was looking for the World card. Did I already go by it? This is a beautiful death card. Oh, and Temperance is usually a woman in most decks, most RWS decks, and this one has a male, which I thought was interesting. And this was a really good Devil card. You can really see like the passion, desire, and addiction, and everything going on in that one. There's the Star. This, I love the Moon card. That was another card that really drew me into this deck. Oh, here's the World card. There she is. She's beautiful. Got a curvy girl there. So anyway, I'm like Googling over this one. I love this deck. It's really beautiful. So I hope to work with that a little bit more in 2022. So I think that's all of, nope, I got one more. It's a tuck box. I really hate tuck boxes, but anywho, this is the Erotic Fantasy Tarot. I was looking for like a lover's, you know, kind of deck and doing love readings and things like that. So I was looking for something, and I don't know, I don't feel like there's a lot of choices out there, and I did really like the artwork of this one. It is the artwork by Eon and Simona Ross, and this is is it Lo Scarabeo? Yeah, Lo Scarabeo. And where's the backs? Oh yeah, these are the backs. Kind of a muted palette, pastel kind of backs to them. And then we just have like these really strong characters in this. A little bit on the fantasy side. Here's our Empress. I just thought this was a fun deck to pick up for doing love readings. You have a woman as the Hermit, again, because there's not too many women as the Hermit. So, and it's not like super nude. I feel like this deck was tastefully done in the artwork. It does have lots of skulls in it, which I thought were really cool. Yeah, so I picked up that one for that. And then for for Oracle decks. I'm going to switch over to Oracle decks. So that was, the tea leaf was on sale. I have been wanting this for quite some time. This is by the US Game Systems. It's got your, came with a bag, and then it came with a really nice guidebook that shows you how to do like a year spread with all of the months, which I thought was really cool, and so that's what I've been working on. And I know this is my only round deck that I have. And it has like 2 little pockets here to put your cards in, and this is actually the cards Ray Hepburn, Shauna Alexander are the illustrations. And then, so I've already done my year, so I don't want to mix it up too much, but it has the months. Where's it? It has the months of the year, and it has the astral houses. And then it has your tea leaf reading. So, as I did my wheel of the year, I got January, I got the flag, I got the turkey, I got the rooster, and I got the carriage. Or I guess they're supposed to go, in order. But and you would need a big table to do this spread, so I'm just trying to do month by month. And then I would draw, so I've already done my whole year, and I've put my cards here, and then I would draw my tarot cards to go with it, and see what kind of reading I got for the month. So I did like a monthly reading to see what I got, and I think I posted that. I was gonna post one every month. I thought that'd be fun, and I just love the imagery. It's really cool. I think it's a really neat idea. It's something different. And I thought it would be great that was like specifically kind of working with the months. It is a little hard to shuffle because it's quite a large deck. So you can overhand shuffle, but I would not try riffle shuffling because I feel like the cards are not big enough to do that. So anywho, and you got like a little saying, money or prosperity through an inheritance, winning or windfall, or you could read it as my ship is coming in. They just have very simple artwork that you can draw from for your readings. I know a lot of people have shown this one, and it does have different characters in it, like a young woman or a young male, an older woman or an older male to maybe draw from if you're looking specifically for people and characters affecting your life in your spreads and things like that. So I think this is just a fun deck. I just really have enjoyed seeing people use it, and I was really interested in it, and that's kind of what I'm using it for. Another deck I got not too long ago was Whispers of Healing Oracle cards. I do have the other one that she did. It is the Gratitude deck. I think I got the Gratitude deck last year. And we had a recent loss of our daughter not too long ago, and so I was looking for some more healing decks. And this is one that I picked up. It is by Angela Hartfield. Artwork by Josephine Wall. It is beautiful. I mean, you're gonna hear me say that probably about every deck I share, but this has that watercolor. These are all, someone drew every one of these. It's by Blue Angel. And here's a little guidebook. And all the messages are so supporting and so healing. Just some of the recent ones that I've gotten. I'll show you, but here's the backs. They're like a rainbow of just like, almost like, I don't know, just that alcohol inks artwork thing that people do. That's what it kind of reminds me of. They are quite large, and some of the cards are facing this way and some are facing this way. Can't think of what that's called right now, but anywho. Some of the cards I got recently was Sensitivity, Flow, and there's numbers, so if you want to look up numerologically the numbers and see how 8 reflects with the word flow or anything else that you're pulling off as a message from the card, you can do that. Also, these are really good images to do for path blocking, and if you're not sure what that is, it's just really just kind of like sitting with an image, kind of like an art piece, and just like doing a meditation and seeing yourself walk into, kind of like when I think of like Mary Poppins, like when you walk in the chalk paintings and they popped inside and you're exploring all of this natural scene in the mountains and the waterfalls and the dragonflies and the birds, and what does that sound like and what does that feel like, and what would you be going to explore as you are traversing in this, universe that you're seeing here in the picture, and just relaxing your mind and body and breath and having a meditation. You can put music on, you don't have to put music on, you can light some incense, you can just read the loving, supportive messages that come with the guidebook. I got unconditional love, release, and boundaries, sincere relationships, sleep, self-love. That one can be hard for me. I don't probably do that enough. And forward movement. And what does that look like? And look at how beautiful this is. Just kind of rose floating in the sky with her butterflies, and they're like, everything's like attached to like almost like the chakras, and their root chakra and the solar plexus and all that, and how that flows into this forward movement, and maybe where are you feeling blocked in your own chakras, and what chakras do you need to unblock to get moving forward. So that's just kind of like somehow how I've been using this deck. It's just really gorgeous artwork. There's just one key phrase or word, and then loving, supportive messages. This one was a new release, Water Temple Oracle. It is by Susie Cherub, artwork by Layla Savolenin. Okay, I'm not good with that. But anyway, another beautiful watery deck. This one is by Blue Angel. I've used this one quite a bit. Probably one of my favorite Oracle decks so far. Has a nice little guidebook. There's so that you have like some keywords, and it goes into the supportive messages, and then according, tells you more about the mythology behind it. I love mythology, so I feel like this was like a really good purchase for me. So like the last, and I don't know who does this too. I know some people do this. The last cards that I called out or meditated with, I usually leave on top, because maybe I might need to look at them again one more time and sit with them before I shuffle again. So I tend to leave them on top when I'm every time I've last used it. And again, the decks are like watery, blue, soft, dreamy. It's a soft, matte, smooth cardstock. And again, you have numbers that you can work with for numerology. I am a fierce warrior of love, revolution, goddess of the Nile. Oh, this was a really good one when I got this one. Liberation, I honor my sacred temple. And something I've always been drawn to is the grottos and the healing waters that are all around the world, in the the springs and wells that people are healed by the waters. I've always loved collecting water from all around these sacred wells as a source of healing. Just really beautiful imagery. And this was about endings. I embrace the infinite flow of life, because life never truly, things never really truly end. It's just another new beginning to the next phase of our journey. That one's upside down. Co-creation, I unite with the power of love. So, and if you don't know about some of the healing wells, you could do a Google search and look into it a little bit more. That was something that sparked your interest. So I've really quite enjoyed this one. And the last one I picked up, and I've wanted for quite some time, was Kuan Yin Oracle. This is Alana Fairchild, Blessings, Guidance, and Enlightenment from the Divine Feminine. This is a super soft, loving oracle deck by Blue Angel. I really do love the Blue Angel decks. They have nice boxes. My only qualm is that they don't put the pictures in color. All the messages are supporting and healing and loving, and the cardstock is awesome. So, what was the last one I got? Last one I got was the Tao and Drink from the Emerald Fountain. Here's the backs with the lotus. Like she's just sitting in some mystical healing place. It just is very inviting and pretty. And again, you have numbers that you can work with for if you want to look up numerology. And I just find the artwork very relaxing on the mind. And just beautiful, loving, healing, supporting messages, which is something I've just really needed in this season of my life. I usually just try to pull one card. Because I feel like it's a lot to take in. Like, I don't think I could do more than one card a day for this one. I think it's a lot that I just personally need to soak in and process in when you're looking at this. And then they have the healing messages. And then there's a prayer. So I feel like it's really good to just kind of read through that, do a little short tarot reading, and carry that with you throughout the day, the little prayer. So I found that a beautiful deck to work with in 2022. And I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I'd love to see it if you do a VR video on top 10 Tarot 22. And that's it for me from Mermaid Rising Tarot for this video, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hanging out with me and watching. Again, all the links will be down below, and we'll see you in the next tag. Have a great weekend, and blessings.